Hey, what's going on? Ryan here with Intersection Records and talking concert memories from 25 years ago. 25 years ago, 1998. What a good year. Mark McGwire breaks the home run record along with Sammy Sosa. I'm 25 years old, I guess, at that point. Good concert year. This is in no particular order. Merle Saunders at the Galaxy in St. Louis on May 28th. So Merle Saunders, keyboard player, kind of famously played with Jerry Garcia. I had never seen him before. I'm a huge fan of the stuff that he did at the Keystone in Berkeley with Garcia. And I saw him in a warehouse bar in St. Louis, a place that I never went to again or before. Just kind of a warehouse building again, all brick interior. And he was amazing. It was just a funk explosion with all the keyboards. Bonnie Raitt in Memphis on May 1st. Had never seen her before. You know, she had those big hits with Nick of Time in the 80s and some Grammys. But seeing her in the flesh at a festival, Memphis Mayfield Street Music Festival. And then later on that night, she joined the Doobie Brothers on stage and just holding her own, jamming with these guys. Really cool to see her at that time with the Doobies. Pearl Jam, first time seeing Pearl Jam, July 2nd of 98, Riverport Amphitheater in Maryland Heights, St. Louis. I mean, just amazing. Every single song was great. The performance was great. The energy was great. It was sold out. Finally saw them again last year. So took a 24-year break on the Pearl Jam. Phish, also that same summer at Riverport. You know, I think they did a really long Bathtub Gin on August 28th of 98. It's kind of a famous show from what I see. People talking about that show still. Awesome night. Page and Plant on June 7th, which ended up being my son's birthday in 2012, but back in 98, Page and Plant. So I had seen them in Memphis in 95. I saw them in Paris, France in 95. That was with the Egyptian Orchestra. This was just a 5-piece rock band with Pearl Thompson on second guitar and Michael Lee, rest in peace, on drums. I'll never forget the No Quarter with the smoke rising and Plant's voice. Just one of the best shows I've ever been to. Still to this day, Page and Plant on June 7th of 98. The other ones, so after Jerry Garcia died, the Dead kind of rebooted a band called The Other Ones, featuring Phil Lesh, Bob Weir, Mickey Hart, Bruce Hornsby on keys, Mark Karen on guitar, Dave Ellis on saxophone. Hot Tuna opened up. I think that Bruce Hornsby may have done a solo thing. John Molo was on drums also. Los Lobos at the Ford Building in downtown Detroit. This would have been like July 2nd or something in Detroit. I had seen Los Lobos many times before. This is the only time that they ever played La Bamba. Not that I needed to see them play that, but it was cool to see them play that. We then got in our car, raced to Clarkston, Michigan. My cousin Randy and I, his girlfriend, I think we both had girls with us. I don't know. We raced across to Clarkston to Pine Knob and saw Yes with Alan Parsons' project opening up. And that was awesome. Chris Squire, Alan White, John Anderson, Steve Howe, and Igor on keyboards. Short-lived, I can't think of his Russian last name. Awesome night. Pine Knob, first time going there. Again, last year was the second time I went back to Pine Knob and saw Phish last year there. But yes, Alan Parsons with Los Lobos all on the same day, 2 different venues. Johnny Johnson, famous keyboard player for Chuck Berry, at a small place in Soulard area of downtown St. Louis called the Soulard Ale House. Just so happens that I had kind of a cool, long, pink Chuck Berry ticket in my wallet, and Johnny Johnson signed my ticket stub. And, seeing him, talking to him about music. I remember he played Tanqueray, Have a Drink at Tanqueray, amongst other things. He's famous he's in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. He has claims to have writing some of the songs that Chuck Berry made famous. In fact, Chuck Berry joined the Johnny Johnson band like in 1952, before kind of really becoming the star of that band. Beastie Boys, August 8th, the Kiel Center in downtown St. Louis, where the Blues play. I think the Wu-Tang Clan opened up. Awesome show. I was in the seats there, and the couple in front of us during the show had sex in the seats. Had sex in the seats at a concert. That was a first for me. It was the Intergalactic Tour or whatever. It was awesome. We had been partying all day. I skipped a wedding that I was supposed to go to from a family friend because one of the Cardinals pitchers was pitching a no-hitter, and we were at a restaurant bar watching that. He ended up losing that with 2 outs in the ninth. Skipped the wedding. Hey, Beastie Boys are in town. Let's go. It was awesome. Widespread Panic 3 times. May 2nd, Memphis, Peoria, Illinois. There and back from St. Louis, which is a ridiculous road trip on October 13th. To drive like 3 hours each way and then coming home in the middle of the night. And then back in St. Louis on the 24th of October at the American Theater. Chuck Berry at the Duck Room on December 2nd. The Duck Room is a famous place in downtown St. Louis. It's in a bar called Blueberry Hill that Chuck Berry famously played once a month for the remaining 15 years of his career. And lastly, Eric Clapton at the Kiel Center in downtown St. Louis. Great seats right up front. I think it was the Pilgrim Tour, and Clapton in all of his glory. It was really the second time I had seen him. I saw him in college in '92, but that was just a real stony night. And this one I could remember, and he was in top form. Those are my favorite concerts of 1998. Tell me what your favorite concerts are of '98. Subscribe to my channel. We do shows every single day. Peace out. See you later.